Hello everybody, and welcome to another video for strategies, tactics, and boosts for FNA class. This week's event, Chinese New Year, Chinese New Year event. Again, I said FNA. Okay, F1 class. This is I don't know why this is always happening. I'm talking a little bit of Greeklish sometimes. So, F1 class, this week's event, as we said, Chinese New Year event. And in this event, we have something special, something new, uh, comparing to other events. The two boosted drivers, which are Tsunoda and Schumacher, they are boosted not with 10% but with 20%, and this is a game changer because with 10% most of the let's say mid players and up and top players, they wouldn't even bother to use them to see if they could use Tsunoda or Schumacher. But with 20%, this is a different story, and maybe we will have to see everybody has to see if we can use Tsunoda or Schumacher, or maybe both of them instead of our main drivers as far. So this is one different thing in this event, and it will make it interesting. And of course, the other things are, let's say, as always. We have four tracks for our qualifying event, and this is what is this video is about. And our four tracks are in Spain, Japan, Mexico, and the United States. Today, we have some changes in what we're thinking our approach will be. I want to, let's say, try some new things. Of course, we will see things that we have I have successfully used, but we will see some new things today. We will try some new things in our qualifying session because, okay, as we all know, the qualifying session, it's a little bit easier than the weekend, our racing weekend, and we can try some new things. So let's get down to it and see it. Oh, and we have a new addition in our strategies, tactics, and boosts video. You will see it in a little while. So first of all, we have our first track, which is Spain, Barcelona, and we have 13 yes percent of raining in Barcelona. So we will see both wet and dry conditions strategies. And as you can see, our strategies haven't changed so much. From last time, but we have some additions, and we will talk about it too. So for our first driver, we are going definitely 5-3 medium soft with Nazar or downforce. We have used downforce until now, but in the qualifying we will use Nazar because we always say use downforce or Nazar, and in our sessions, in our live sessions, we never used Nazar. So this week we are going to use Nazar and see how this goes. And for our second driver, we can choose between two equal stints for 4, with a medium compound, both stints, if you want to push in both stints. If you want to push on the second stint only, and this would be my choice if I went for 4-4, then our first stint would be with a soft compound and the second stint with the medium compound. And our boosts would be Kawai and Jin. For our the second strategy we can use for our second driver would be 3 laps with a soft compound and 5 laps with a medium compound. But if we go with this strategy, we go with something that has tire management, so Taurus or Frost, so we can push a lot, and maybe Eternal Flame. So we cannot push a lot in our second stint, but Eternal Flame gives us a little bit of, not a little bit, gives us good overtaking, so maybe we can think about it. So before we move on, let's see what I am talking about. From now on, we can do, we will have our boosts. Yes, we will have our boosts on our screen in order to see what we're talking about, because this will make it much easier. So I said 5-3 Nazar or downforce. Let's see downforce first. What downforce is giving us is corners, grip, and tire use. Okay, good tire management, 2, 2, and 3, and it has been proven to be a very good and excellent boost for tracks like Barcelona, Hungary, Mexico. Okay, so let's see the alternative that we are suggesting. Wait, because now I have, okay, here it is. Great. The alternative is giving us a little bit less in tire use. It's 2. It gives us a lot of grip. Downforce gives us corners and grip, 2 and 2, and Nazar gives us only grip, for to be exact. So this is it is similar to downforce. I think downforce is better, but until proven otherwise. But I think Nazar is as good as well, and we're going to use it, as we said, in for our first driver in this qualify. So Taurus and Frost, of course we know what they can give us. Well, for our second driver, we have a lot of tire use and grip, and this is a good boost for Barcelona too, and we have used it successfully, so it could easily be our first choice. Taurus, on the other hand, gives us corners and tire use, so, and fuel use, so we can push a little bit more. So it's a very good choice too. But I was thinking of using Eternal Flame. What we did last week in Hungary, which is a similar track as Barcelona, what we did was go with Hook. Hook has has 5 in overtaking, and of course it has acceleration, and it worked perfectly. So I'm thinking in this qualification round to use Eternal Flame. It gives us a little bit of grip, which is needed in Barcelona. It gives us 5 in overtaking, which is very helpful in Barcelona, where overtaking isn't so difficult, but it isn't so easy too. So And it gives us tire use. We are not using hook because in Barcelona we cannot go 3 laps with, okay, 3 laps with a soft compound we can go, but 5 laps with a medium compound, it would be difficult to go without tire management. So that's why instead of hook we are thinking of Eternal Flame. I'm going to try it. I don't know if it's going to work. Maybe you should wait to see the live stream, my live stream, and if it doesn't work, get back to Frost or Taurus, which have been successfully used in previous races. But I'm going to try Eternal Flame and come back with the results afterwards. So Kawai engine for going 4-4 is a very good and excellent choice for those of you who wants to go to equal stints. So if it rains, I think it's a no-brainer. We are going 4-4 with Hex. No, I don't think there are lot of things to discuss about Hex. We all know how an excellent boost is, and in rain and in dry conditions, so we will go with it. Although tune-in would be a very good alternative because it gives us lots of corner, and we need corners in Barcelona. But as you see, I only have 8 tune-in, so I'm using Hex. And for our second driver, 5-3, you can go 3-5, but no, for our first driver, probably we will go 5-3. I'm not so sure. I will decide at that moment, but we will go 5-3, which is the best for me strategy here, and not 3-5. 3-5 is a difficult strategy to accomplish. 5-3 probably with Char. Let's go to see Char, and we're going probably with Char because we need the tire management, but we need corners too. It gives us corners, and it's better in this track than Dragon, where okay, we will have fuel use, we could push more, but I think in Barcelona Char is a better choice. And my second choice would be Frost, and my third choice would be Dragon. Frost, as you saw, because it gives us grip too, and corners and grip are useful here in Barcelona. So that's it for Barcelona. And track number 2, Japan, and here we will probably have lots of rain, and because Hatch gives us 71% of raining, so the probability it's most possible to have a wet race, but we'll see both of it. So both possibilities. Last time it worked perfectly, so we are thinking if you want to go safely with safe choices, 4-3 hard medium hook or Herald for your second driver. For your first driver you have 2 choices: 3 laps with a medium compound, 4 laps with a hard compound, or 2-2-3. The first 2 stints with a soft compound, and the last stint with a medium compound. Whichever strategy you choose for your first driver, go with tune-in or Oud. So let's see, tune in or Oud. Why we are choosing well, tune in, it's a quick pit stop and gives us a lot of corners. It gives us a good boost in corners. We show it. Okay, here we are. And very quick pit times. So if we choose the strategy with the 2 pit stops, it's very helpful. But if you're like me and you have only 8 tune-ins and you want to keep them in case, then Oud for me is an almost equal. Well, it's an equal for me boost. It gives us 3 instead of 4 in corners, but it gives us 1 in grip and 5 in pit times, even quicker. We will be even quicker in our pit stops. So I'm going with Oud. I was going with Oud even if I had lots of tune-ins. I want to test Oud a little bit more. But let's go to our first strategy. As you can see, I am suggesting to go 4 laps with a medium compound and 3 laps with a medium compound. But if you choose this, only with palm. And let's go and see why we are choosing palm for this strategy. Okay, here we are. So palm is giving us the opportunity. If you go 4 laps with a medium compound your first stint, we will have to go a little bit conservatively. Maybe we need to push the green button, maybe sometimes. So palm is the ideal boost here, because when we go in our first stint and we go conservatively, we need the good blocking of palm in order not to lose positions. And this little of tire management that gives us will help us go 4 laps with a medium compound. And then on the second stint, 3 laps with a medium compound, we will push as much as we can, and we will push as much as we can. And the 4 in overtaking would be the useful asset here from this boost for our second stint. So that's my thinking, that's my plan, and I'm going to use palm in Japan if it's a dry if it's a dry race, because I want to test it. Okay, we have tested Hook and Herald and Hunin, but we have to keep testing different things. Maybe we will find something better or an alternative for those of you that doesn't have all the boosts available. And so that's what we are doing here, finding solutions. So if it rains, we are going 4-3 and 3-4. Tune in, our first choice, but as I told you, I don't have I don't have much tune-ins. So Tsar would be my second choice because of corners, rain and corners. And tire use will give us the opportunity to push even more. But if you don't have tune-in, Tsar is a very good alternative in this case. And for our second driver, for our first driver, we will go the driver that begins in a higher position, starts in a higher positions. We will go 3-4 and Hex. If you don't have Hex, which I think probably everyone has Hex, but if you don't have Hex, Prince would be a very good choice. Let me know, it's a little bit higher, I think. Now I'm losing. Okay, found it. Prince would be a very good choice here too, because we're in Japan, we need corners, and Prince gives us corners, and it's very good in blocking. So in spots where we don't push, it would be difficult to lose positions. That's it for Japan. And track number 3 is Mexico. And here my thinking is a little bit like Hungary, Barcelona. It's the same. Downforce and Nazar for our first driver. 5 laps with a medium compound, 3 laps with the soft compound. And okay, I'm not going to show you again Downforce and Nazar. We have seen it. And I'm going with Nazar again to test it, to test Nazar in this track 2 instead of Downforce, to see how it will go. So for our second driver, we have 2 choices. 1 pit stop, 2 pit stops is not a thing here. One choice is to go 4 laps with a soft compound and 4 laps with a medium compound, and choose Hook, Skull or Jin. The first stint with a soft compound we will go a little bit easier, we are not pushing, but in the second stint with the medium compound we will push a lot. We know Hook, that gives us, as we said, we tested it and it gives us acceleration, which is needed in the big straight, in the 2 straights we have, and they are not so big, and we need they are not so long straight, so we need the acceleration. And of course we have 5 in overtaking, which is very important in tracks like Mexico, where overtaking isn't so easy. Instead of Hook, we said Skull and Jin, okay, because Mexico, it has 2 long enough straights, but it has a lot of it needs a lot of grip and some corners. So the alternative could be easily Skull or Jin, as we said. Let's go and see Skull, that we haven't seen it. As you can see, Skull gives us overtake that we need. It gives us corners, which is needed in Mexico, and gives us a little bit of fuel use. So it's a great choice here in Mexico. And Jin gives us grip and corners. That's why it's, let me find it here. So it gives us grip and corners and block, although I don't think block would be maybe block would be useful in our first stint, where we will go a little bit conservatively, we will not push the red button, so it will be helpful. So all 3 of them gives us something we need in this track. Alternatively, we can go 3-5 with Palm or Hook. With Hook it will be a little bit difficult to go 5 laps with a medium compound, but with Palm, as we said before, in Barcelona, we can go, we can push in the first stint with the soft compound, and we will have a little bit of tire management to push in our second stint with Palm. So it's a choice, and it's a choice I'm thinking of doing. As you can see in this qualification, I'm going to test probably Nazar and Palm. I'm going to use them a little bit more and see the results that we will get. I'm thinking if I don't succeed in Q1, well, there is always Q2 and Q3 to uh, to, to qualify for the weekend. So I'm not so worried about if things doesn't go well with our experiments this week. If you want to go to play safe, okay, 5-3 downforce and 4-4 with hook, skull or Jin. If you want to try new things, 5-3 with Nazar and 3-5 with Palm. That's it for Mexico. So, okay, and last but not least, the United States. Well, here we're not going to experiment a lot. I'm not going to make to make any experiments here. I will only do this. I will go 2-3-3 and 3-3-2 for my two drivers, but I will not use dead fast this in this qualification round. I am going to use Eclipse as we always do and Firework because we have to test Firework too and how it will go. If you are going as me and use Firework, be careful because let's see Eclipse and Deadfast first. Okay, this is Deadfast. Deadfast, okay, 5 in speed, some tire usage and fuel use, 2 in fuel use. And Eclipse again, overtake speed and fuel use. What I want you to be careful if you use Firework is that here we don't have fuel use. We are not worrying about tire management because we are doing 2 pit stops, so we are okay, but we are not having any fuel boost with Firework, so we have to be careful where, well, I'm saying that this first to me because I'm the one that is always pressing the red button. We have to be careful with the red button because we want to have fuel until the last lap. So we must manage a little bit better our fuel usage, and that's it for the qualification round. As we said, we are going to do some tests. We're going to try some new things, some new boosts, because that's what we have to do if we want to have alternatives. As you see, my tune-ins are I have only 8 tune-in boosts, so I have to find an alternative. I believe I have found it in Wood, but we'll see about it. And we have to do this for all the boosts, and mainly for the boosts that we use mostly, because we have some boosts that are our favorites, but what happens when these boosts run out? So we are trying Palm and Nazar and Firework in this qualification round, and we will be back with the results and what happened. And of course I need some feedback from you in order to see if we had some good ideas or not. So, thank you for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and of course, not only subscribe, press that little bell so you will get notified when we have a new video or we have a new live session. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back with our live session of qualification round. Bye.